Yeah, baby. It's Clark the Shark. You're humble. Not really humble, you guys. I toot my own horn a lot. Um, Humble servant, loyal, dedicated, sharkerphone, not a microphone guy. Here on the Clark the Shark Shit Show Radio Fun Hour. For Friday, November 21 or 22, 2024. We're getting near Thanksgiving, which is a holiday that I dread. Family, I do not like going around people, particularly family. Come on, you guys. You know that's a touchy subject for me. Yours truly, Clark the Shark. Yeah, dude. What happened to the... Oh, there it is, baby. It's coming into focus. STYX, Cornerstone. I always, dude, this album confusing and on many levels, like, I'm just, I don't know. I'm so tired today from doing Uber all night. No sleep, you guys. Like, I just want to film this fan here, you know. I don't even want to talk about STYX. They don't even want to be seen today. Or whatever. I don't know. Why is the fucking thing on rotate? Don't want it rotating. STYX Cornerstone. Now, of the big STYX albums, this one is the one that everyone likes the least or something. It's the most mundane and mediocre, supposedly. Something's wrong with this album, you guys, or something like that. And then this cover, it looks like a creepy guy. That almost looks like a laptop or something. Like a guy with a flashlight or a girl out in the desert finds a laptop up in a, like, it's kind of ahead of its time, This is from way back in, 79 or something. But that looks like a guy with a flashlight in a robe up in the Grand Canyon, like Arizona, and he finds a laptop. Barry, dude, I'm getting a Kilroy vibe, like Mr. Roboto or something. Like, he finds Kilroy up in the desert, where out in Arizona or New Mexico or like fucking Nevada or some shit, wearing a robe with a flashlight. I'm not sure if it's a guy or a gal, you guys. I could be androgynous on this one. Or I could just be totally off base, not like, what is that, dude? But anyway, as people know, I love STYX, and they're gonna go to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame because Billy Corgan of the Smashing Douchebags loves STYX. They're from Chicago, like him, but he says that Chicago has nothing to do with it. He just likes STYX. Come on, dude, admit it. You like them because they're from Chicago. I hear the guy in the White Stripes and all these people from Chicago like STYX. Punk rockers and alternative indie, underground garage people like Clark the Shark and all the hip punksters. We're not supposed to like STYX. We're supposed to like Lou Reed and Bowie and and all that. Zappa. But if you really listen to STYX, they are like all that shit. They're funny. They're goofy like the Tubes. And all, if you get into their albums, you discover these guys are not at all what you think they are, what the media, how Rolling Stone magazine hates them, and Cream and Circus and the Melody Maker and NME and just all the bad reviews over the years from people who have no idea what they're doing, what they're talking about, or what they're even reviewing. I admit the band, if you really also analyze this band and look at them, you'll find they're cheesy and kind of lame. But that's what I fucking love about them and like about them is I'm cheesy and lame. Me, Clark the Shark. And I think it's a quality that's hard to attain or get or something. Like it's part of growing up in a suburban, world where people are like, hey, retard, go do the laundry, go break the leaf, just drop and give me 30. Dude, the shit in the suburbia. Kind of like Geddy Lee and Alex and Pert, subdivisions or some shit. Right here on the Clark the Shit Show. And I am here to talk about all that, you guys, when I'm talking about STYX, Cornerstone, the album. Now, this album came out in the middle of a bunch of big albums, Pieces of Eight, of course, and Paradise Theater after this. And a lot of people are like, well, this album's really great too, but this album isn't really great too. This album is problematic and it's got issues, but that's also what makes this a really fucking great album. And plus this cover, that looks like me in a robe out in the desert with a flashlight, and I find a laptop up in the Grand Canyon in Arizona, or I'm creeped out. This is almost like Elon Musk 30, 40 years ago, and he finds the vote fraud or, electronic scanners, or Kilroy was here type of shit. Like back in 1979, he traveled and went into a time machine and he found the proof that 2020 was stolen and from Trump. And then the GOP and Elon Musk and Zuckerberg returned the favor in 2024, and then they stole it from the Democrats right back. And 81 million, Democrat voters disappeared and turned into 63 million. Where did they go? Yada, yada, something like that. And right there, Kilroy discovered it. He was wearing a robe with a flashlight, or maybe it's a girl, I can't tell, but up in like the Grand Canyon, he finds a laptop. I don't know what that is, dude. If it's a grave, like an electronic grave, or I just like the mystery of not knowing what the fuck this cover means, you guys. STYX, Cornerstone, the worst album of the 4 or 5 big, great STYX albums. Right here on the Clark the Shit Show, October 1979. Now, people are like, Sharky, this album, it isn't just problematic because of the mellow tunes that are on it, you guys. It's problematic because, like, the songs aren't very good or something. Like Lights, the opening song, side 1, track 1. When I think of this album, I think of like Who albums that aren't quite there. Like something's wrong with them. They're not as good as they should be or could be. Like the Who Tommy, or the Who by Numbers, or the Who Face Dances, or it's just missing something. You can't put your finger on what's wrong, and yet you listen to it and you become like it's a guilty pleasure, or you're addicted to it or something. I can't figure it out. But Lights, I like the song. There's just something blasé or vanilla, about it or something. Like, what's the word? Like the Foo Fighters music is beige, or it's like tan. It's like monotone, or it's just really like it is boring and it is lame, but there's something else you can't put your finger on why you don't like it, and why idiots do like it or something. And they're always like, it rocks, bro. And you're like, dude, it doesn't. It sucks. The guy fucking, I don't know what it is. I can't put my finger on it. But this album is like the Foo Fighters version, the STYX version of the Foo Fighters. Lights. It could have been better, you guys, and yet I like it. And then Why Me? Same thing, dude. I'm like, it could have been a lot better. And yet I like it. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with me? I go back and play this album and keep listening to it. And maybe it's that I'm trying to find something good in it. And then I discover why I hate this album. Track 3, side 1, Babe, has nothing to do with STYX. It's a Dennis DeYoung solo song. It is, you guys, and yet it's a really good song. It's a great hit, sounds like it could be Harry Nilsson or, Elton John or Barry Manilow or something like that, or maybe not those, but it's a mellow adult contemporary classic, you guys. Whenever I hear it, I listen to it. I want to hate it, but I can't. And I want to like it, but I can't. It's weird. I'm very torn, and yet I'm not. I hate it. And then I'll find myself listening to it, kind of like Lights and Why Me. And then Never Say Never, by Shaw is actually a really good song. I like that one. And then Boat on the River by Shaw, really good. It's, mellow, but not like the way Babe is mellow. It's good AOR, album-oriented rock. Boat on the River. Classic STYX. Great song, but, not really great like their great shit. But great. Now, side 2. Borrowed Time is probably the best song, of course, on the album. DeYoung, Shaw. Good lyrics. Great song. Not as great as Great STYX from those other albums, but, dude, it's really good. It's solid. Borrowed Time. The final 3 songs on this album, First Time, very problematic song, very mellow. Shaw said it sounds like Barry Manilow. I don't think so. It does have a rocking little guitar part in it. And for some fucking reason, me, Clark the Shark, I love the song First Time, and I'm always singing it. I'm always playing it. There's something wrong with me. It reminds me of Queen, you guys, like a Freddie Mercury classic. It does. That being said, it's not that good or something. It could have been better, like this whole album. And Eddie, too. A JY song. Sometimes when the album tries to rock, it sounds like, okay, wait a minute. They're mellow, now they're rocking. They're mellow, now they're rocking. You're just confused. And then Love in the Midnight, Shaw. A good song, But you're still left like underwhelmed by this album. Most people will be. But this album really is such a huge, big album because Babe by Dennis DeYoung is on it. You can make an argument for Borrowed Time. Sure, definitely. But the whole album is solid, good, and yet you come away with this Foo Fighters vibe, like it could have been so much better. It's vanilla, it's bland, it's empty or something, and there's something wrong everywhere. And yet, no, you're like, this is good, solid, good stuff, you guys. But you do come away going, it's no Paradise Theater. And it's no Pieces of Eight. It's almost more like Mr. Roboto, like Kilroy was here. But because it's mixed up in that mix of great STYX, it was one of those albums that sold like 4 or 5 million. Or something like that. I'm not even sure. Don't quote me. But you guys, this band, STYX, was one of the most successful American bands of all time. And they sound really British, like they're from the UK or something. Like, this is cheesy, like, one of those bands from over there, like, Emerson, Lake and Palmer, or like, Whitesnake, or, I can't put my finger on. There are shitty bands over in England, heavy metal, the Babies, John Waite type of shit. And I like that too, you guys. I don't want to knock them. I'll do a review on them. But STYX are like that on this album. You think it's like a shitty British album, and then you listen again and you're like, holy shit, this is all really good. It's really solid. It's great. Every song, maybe not great, but really solid, really sturdy. Cornerstone, STYX, 1979. Of course, the two albums before it are way better, and the one after it is way better. And then Roboto, is kind of like this, but no, totally different. But the way that album is all uneven, and you're just left underwhelmed by Kilroy. You get that same vibe from Cornerstone. You do, you guys. But when you hear Babe, you're like, holy shit, dude. It's got like a Harry Nilsson, Elton John, Barry Manilow, just a fucking awesome adult contempo classic. And because of that song, you want to buy the album and you want to like the whole album. It's kind of like the Genesis album, and then there were three. But no, that album is really solid, but it has Follow You, Follow Me on it. And then that one song makes the whole album a classic or something. It's like that. It's not even fair comparison or something, and yet you compare. Right here on the Clark the Shit Show. I want you to buy this album, Cornerstone by STYX, especially if you're only 20 years old right here in 2024, and you voted for Trump or Kamala, I don't care, 2 weeks ago, 2.5 weeks ago. You're only 20 years old or 19. You were born in, 2005 or 2003 or 21. I want you to get into STYX, and not because Billy Corgan likes him or the guy Jack White likes him or whoever. I'm not even sure. You guys don't quote me. Or people from Chicago all like him, and want him in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Dude, STYX deserves a whole room in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. What the fuck is Green Day doing in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame before STYX? And Billy Corgan said that. He's like, yeah, what are they going to put Blink 182 in before STYX? Yeah, dude, what? Dude, you're going to put the Offspring in before STYX, or these 90s alternative bands before STYX, dude. I don't even know if Soundgarden is in, or I think Pearl Glam is, but dude, STYX should have been in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame long ago, people, right here on the Clark the Shark. Amazing, gifted, talented, visionary talk radio show. Yeah, come on, you guys. I'm not stupid. I fucking love STYX. But this album is problematic, and yet I still like it or love it or something. I can't figure it out. I'm always listening to it. And in some weird, twisted way, it is the most interesting STYX album of all of them. Because the other ones, I'll listen to them once. They're like eating a yogurt. You're like, oh, that was good, but I just want one. I don't want any more yogurt, This album, I want to go back and have another yogurt, like a different flavor, and then get some chicken out of the fridge and microwave it. It's going to be, dude, I'm going to be here a while. I want to sit and listen to the STYX Cornerstone, the whole album, for some reason, from start to finish, every juicy song. That being said, there's some mediocrity here that I can't put my finger on. It certainly isn't as great as, great albums. Certainly not great albums by STYX. But it is solid. It is really rock solid and good. And I want you to buy it. And you tell them, Clark the Shark, from the fabulous golden EIB Sharkerphone. You guys, it's a Sharkerphone because it's solid gold. It's an EIB Sharkerphone. It's not just a microphone like Sean Hannity or, Hush Bimbo or Levin or, Greg Gutfeld or Adam Carolla speak into, or remember that guy, Alan Combs? I think he died. he would just speak into a microphone, you guys. He did not have a sharkerphone. If he did, he might still be here and alive and kicking, much like yours truly, Clark the Shark. I want you to buy this album at Amazon, iTunes, Spotify. I want you to get every song. And I want you to dedicate and listen to STYX Cornerstone, 1979, because it's interesting. It slips up, you guys. Something goes wrong here. And yet, in some weird way, it goes very right, too, or something. STYX made a meat and potatoes album here that has flaws. It has something about it that just ain't right, and yet it will become your favorite album, your favorite STYX album in the collection. I promise you, it will, because just like me, Clark the Shark, I get into things that are interesting more so than that are really super good or great. I get sick of great. When I hear great, I'm like, if I hear Who's Next, Baba O'Reilly one more time, I'm like, fuck this. I don't want to hear this. I'd rather hear Tommy with all its warts and flaws. I can't put my finger on why, you guys. Then Who's Next? And in some weird way, I want to hear like Their Satanic Majesties by the Stones instead of Sticky Fingers. I don't know why, and I love both, you guys. Believe you me. But, I'm one of those guys that will say Exile on Main Street is really good or great, but it's flawed. There's something wrong with it and Beggar's Banquet. Can't put my finger on it, you guys. But I like them more than Let It Bleed. I listen to Let It Bleed and I'm like, oh, fuck. Yeah, blah, blah. It's great. I'm sick of it. Can't figure me out, you guys. You know the album by Boston? I get sick of it, you guys. It's fucking awesome. It's amazing. It's like Foreigner 4. Okay, it's great, dude. I'm sick of it. That's what the Foo Fighters are, you guys. They might be good or great or awesome, but it's like awesome, underwhelming vanilla, or like just awesome, super califragilistic beige, or bland, blase, incredible. That is douche Grohl in a nutshell. Maybe he was bored with his life, and that's why he had to cheat on his wife, Jordan, and his 3 daughters, because he looked himself in the mirror and he's like, I'm a boring fucking piece of useless, mundane, day-to-day shit. Let's put some excitement in this life. And he went and found an 18-year-old chick and boned her and had a baby outside his marriage. Way to go, genius. That was just fucking great, Dave. Awesome. Well, at least you're not boring anymore. Now we're all talking about you, but dude, in a bad fucking infamous way here on the Clark the Shit Show, the mighty, incredible Clark the Shark Radio Dynamo Bonanza, baby. STYX Cornerstone, 1979. Interesting album, you guys. If you hate the song Babe, still listen to this. Still do. And don't buy the album just because that song is on it, like Follow You, Follow Me by Genesis, or, dude, listen to the other shit on the album. Because sometimes interesting is better than great. And in this case, it really is, you guys. You are going to follow through on this and listen to this, and believe you me, you're going to agree 100% with me, yours truly, Clark the Shark. Right here from the golden EIB Sharkerphone, not a microphone, the Sharkalama Ding Dong, Sharkadoodle-Doo. Not the greatest of all time, you guys. That's Hush Bimbo. Go to his grave. You'll see it. What happened to Eddie Canastrosi's channel, by the way? That guy was really good. He was kind of like a Clark the Shark. I can't find his videos now. Maybe he took them down, or maybe YouTube banned him. the same way they banned yours truly, Clark the Shark, many times. I've had like 12 channels banned on YouTube where I gave up. And then you guys, that other channel where I do all those record reviews now has 2 strikes, I think 3 strikes. It's ready to go. So enjoy it while you can. And enjoy this album too, you guys. STYX, Cornerstone, 1979, Tommy Shaw, Dennis DeYoung, and JY at their best. Here, maybe not quite, you guys, but at their most interesting for sure. No doubt. Right here on the Clark the Shark Show. Buy this album, seriously. And you tell them that a Sharky sent you. And I'm out of here, baby. Peace.